Hello and welcome back here to our Blyth Spartans series. Today we are taking on Sheffield Wednesday in League One action. And then we have a big matchup against Crystal Palace in the FA Cup. Both games at Croft Park. It's going to be bouncing there. I cannot wait to see how we get on today. Before we jump into it, we do have some transfer news to go over. Omari Hutchinson rejoins the team on loan. His loan was initially only for 6 months, which I didn't realize until a week before his loan was about to expire, and I was like, oh crap. And at first, he wasn't wanting to rejoin, so he went back to Newcastle for a week. Then we upped our offer for him, saying he would be an important player, and he rejoined the team. But his fellow Newcastle player, Regan Thompson, has left the club, and Newcastle are not loaning him back out to us. Instead, they have him listed for transfer, and we cannot afford to pay $150,000 and pay him a decent wage. So Regan Thompson, his loan deal has expired. He made 18 appearances here at the club and was a pretty big part of our team due to the amount of games we were playing. We were rotating our midfield pretty much every game. So with him leaving the team, we needed another midfielder, and we got one on loan from Ipswich, the Tractor Boys. We have Florent Hody. Don't know how to say that last name, so I'm just going to go with Florent. He is a 24-year-old from Kosovo. He's already made a couple of appearances here with the team, and I think he's going to be a solid midfielder for us here. So this is the team that we are working with for the rest of the season. Now switching over here is how we've gotten on since the last time you saw us. So after that Forest Green game, we took on Ipswich, and we got a 2-0 defeat against them. That's the second time we've played them. 2 losses against the Tractor Boys this year. Then we got 2 wins back-to-back. First one was against Birmingham, a 2-0 victory there. Came from behind win, Oscar Bob in the 76th minute, and then the game winner from Gabriel Capani in the 95th minute. A huge moment for Gabriel and the team. A huge 3 points there against Birmingham. Then we got an impressive 5-1 victory over Derby. Ocuflex got us off to a flyer, a goal within a minute. Then Torre, Cullinan, and Hutchinson added more goals in that first half. Remy Savage rounded the game off with a goal in the 92nd minute. Fantastic result there. Absolutely buzzing after that game. So here's how we're looking in the league table, currently in 10th place. We are not going to get relegated this year. Happy with that. There's still a small chance we could sneak into the playoffs. Not really expecting it. Not really wanting to get promoted this year. But we're looking to build off of our solid performances so far and see where we end up. Switching over here to the team that will be taking on Sheffield Wednesday. It is one of our strongest teams. Kyle McAllister is out injured. Farman is injured as well. But everyone else is available. So let's go ahead and jump into this one at home at Croft Park, taking on Sheffield Wednesday. Well, we're finally into a highlight. It's actually the kickoff here for the second half. We had nothing going on there in the first half, but we have an opportunity here. Ocuflex on the left-hand side gets brought down for a penalty 22 seconds into the second half. Daniel Udo will step up for the Spartans, and he fires it home. Keeper nearly getting a finger on it, but just out of his reach. Daniel Udo firing the Spartans home. 1-0. Let's go. Great penalty from Daniel there. Fantastic start to the second half. And another highlight. We are getting spoiled now. 2 highlights in this half. We're on the ball once again. A great ball up to Daniel Udo. And he hits the post. Oh my gosh, that should have been 2-0. We're going to go ahead and make our first substitution. Akiflex is going to come off for Gabriel Capani. And our second substitution, Hutchinson on for Kundal. Just one sub left. We're going to hold on to it now. See who gets tired, but Oscar Bob is going to come off now. He just went down a notch and he's on a 6.4. So Hutchinson out to that right-hand side, and we'll bring on the new boy Florent Toddy for Bob there. 1 goal lead, just about 20 minutes left to play in the game. Another highlight, we're on the ball. Hutchinson plays it up to Udo. He gets brought out too wide, plays it back to Blair. Inside the Reiki, who plays it over to Hodge with a strike. A beautiful strike, but the keeper with a big save, keeping it 1-0. Capani will go out to take the corner. He whips it in, gets headed away by Sheffield, but we pick up that loose ball, and the highlight comes to nothing. But into another highlight, Sheffield on the ball, just about manages to keep on to that throw-in. They've settled possession down here. As I say that, they lose out. No one able to keep hold of the ball in this highlight right now. That's a great ball in to their striker, Callum Patterson. And it's all tied up. Sheffield from out of nowhere, getting back on even terms. We have been dominating this game, but we were not able to give ourselves a better lead, and Sheffield tie things up. And that's another highlight here. Sheffield are on the ball. A goal here would surely be the winner for either team, and we are on the ball now. Blake on the right-hand side plays it up to Hutchinson. Can he whip it across? He can. Gets cut out by Sheffield. Blair gets back and wins the ball. Bringing it forward here. Looking for options. Plays it inside to Capani. Inside to Hottie. Over to Hodge. Over to Blake now. Looking for a crossing opportunity. Cuts it back to Hodge. Inside. Palmer with a big challenge. Had to get it right, or it would have been a penalty. The highlight's still going. Blake picks out Daniel Udo for his second goal, putting us 2-1 up in the 89th minute. Let's frickin' go. Great play here by Reiki to pick out Blake. And Blake sees Udo in the middle, picks him out, and he gets it past the keeper. Let's frickin' go. And there's the full-time whistle. A 2-1 victory for the Spartans. Udo, the best striker we've had at the club so far, gets himself a brace. And it is a deserved victory here for the Spartans. Looking at the stats here, we deserve to get the victory, and we got it thanks to Daniel Udo. Let's go. Now we have a big game coming up in the FA Cup against Crystal Palace. Let's go. I'll bring you back for that in just a moment. Here's the team to take on Crystal Palace in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Just one change, and that is Martin coming in for the suspended Blake. And I just realized last time I played Blair at left back and Blake at right back. Should not have done that. That is what happens when you have Matty Blair and Matthew Blake having too similar of names. You get confused sometimes. But Blair is in his right spot this time. He's playing a right back, and Martin is playing left back. Crystal Palace, they are a championship side. They're currently in 5th. And if we just look over here, you can see they are a bit of a yo-yo team the past 3 years. They just got relegated from the Premier League this past season. So they are a very good team. They still got some very good players. They have Eze, and they have Mateta still at striker. Let's just have a quick look at their team. So yeah, a bit different than their current team in real life, but this is 2025 now. 4 years into the game. It's going to be a tough one, but let's go ahead and jump into it at a sold-out Croft Park, taking on probably our biggest team, our strongest team to date. Come on, the Spartans, take down the Eagles. First highlight, a corner for Crystal Palace, and a goal for Crystal Palace. 10 minutes into the game, Brooks whips in a corner, and Mateta heads it home. I think they kind of blocked off Woolston there, but it doesn't get called. And we're got 80 minutes to come back in the game. A highlight here, and we are on the ball. Can we find a late goal here in the first half to put us back on even terms? Working it down this right-hand side. Kundal plays it up to Udo, who plays it out to Bob. Plays it back to Udo, but it gets cut off right before he was able to get on it. Martin picks up the ball. Can he whip it in? Yes, he does. Looking for Udo! Just wide of the post. That was a really good header from Udo. Just wide, and we go into halftime here. A goal down. Mateta heading home the corner 10 minutes into the game. We are doing all right, but we need to find a way to get a goal, or our FA Cup will be coming to an end here. Come on, boys. We can do it. We've shown that we're able to get some chances in this game. Let's go out there and pull it off. Going to make an early sub. Not really early. It's 60 minutes gone now. We're going to bring on Hutchinson for Kundal. 6.2. Not having himself a great game. Can Hutchinson come in and change the game for us? Come on. Okay. Not a lot left in the game now. We're going to have to go a bit more attacking here. We're going to make another substitution. Hutchinson will go out to that right-hand side, and we'll bring on Gabriel Capani for Oscar Bob. And our final sub, what do we want to do? Not a lot. I think we'll probably bring on Florent Hulti for Hodge on a yellow card in midfield. Come on, boys. And the full-time whistle is blown. It is a 1-0 victory for Crystal Palace. Just weren't able to find a way to break them down. We went more attacking in the final 20 minutes, but we didn't even muster up a highlight. Proud of the boys out there today. They gave it their all. It was a narrow defeat against a really good Crystal Palace team. And we made it all the way to the 4th round this year. Super proud of the team and their efforts this year. So now we have just the league to focus on. Not sure when we'll come back for the next episode. We'll have to see how things are looking. If we have a chance to make the playoffs, we'll come back. If not, we're going to play quite a bit of the season. So we'll just have to wait and see how things pan out. And until next time, it's been your Boyd 147.